In this episode, one group of mixed-match survivors are tasked with getting into a food superstore to gather supplies. In the parking lot, the survivors notice that the door to the superfood store is locked. Not knowing what awaits for them in the store, they are forced to search for the keys to get in without making any noise. The survivors' objective is to find 2 jerry cans of gas and the keys to the only door that is not barricaded. Perched on the roof of the superfood store, a lone figure armed with a rifle, shooting anyone who is in the parking lot moving. During the shoot phase, the sniper always shoots first. Assign a number to each survivor on the board and roll a die that is 1 or higher than the amount of survivors you have on the board. Example, for survivors, you would roll a d6. Whatever number is rolled determines what the sniper is shooting at. The sniper is equipped with a standard rifle and has line of sight without any obstacles blocking him to any target on the ground. Treat this range combat like any other with the above exceptions. There are a total of 5 cans of gas scattered around the parking lot. Once the survivor is within 1 inch of the gas can, the survivor rolls a d6. If they roll a 5 or a 6, they pick up the jerry can. If they roll under 5, the can is removed from the board and they must find and search another. If 3 cans are searched and removed from the game board, the last remaining 2 jerry cans would be picked up automatically without rolling dice when within 1 inch of them. It does not matter if zombies are close to the survivor or the can. If a survivor already has a jerry can on them, when doing another search in subsequent turns, they would only need to roll a 4 or higher. Please note that a survivor can only perform 1 search action per round. If a survivor is killed, they will drop what they are carrying 1 inch away, and the survivor miniature is replaced with a zombie miniature. For the keys to the building, there's only 2 searchable tokens on the board. The key tokens are searched the same way as the gas. However, if a survivor fails to find the keys at one of the tokens, it is removed from the board. The last key token on the board is left until a survivor is in base contact and rolls a 5 or a 6 to pick it up, no matter if zombies are within radius of the token. No survivor can perform a search more than once during their turn or if engaged with zombies. There are 6 rounds to the game. When both the 2 jerry cans of gas and the set of keys are in the survivor's possession, the survivors automatically win the game. If by the end of the 6th round, the survivors fail to find the keys or the 2 gas cans, the game is lost. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Apocalyptic Saturday, and we are playing none other than Project Z by Warlord Games. They've just recently re-released this for a limited time, so go check out at warlordgames.com and you can see what they have released in like you can get them in bundles or in separates. I bought this when it first came out, not the re-release but the very original one. And I get hooked instantaneously because this game is one of my go-to games for sure because I really enjoy it. You can see kind of the board is set up. It's going to be none other than my wife Shelly joining me for this game. What? Shelly, really? She's playing a game? Yeah, she is. She actually agreed to play a game with me because, you know, like, we're not both working right now and I'm laid off because of COVID related reasons at the company anyhow. So yeah, we're just enjoying a couple of drinks and playing some games and killing some zombies. So this is going to be a custom mission as stated for the explanation of what we have to do. Remember to put the map explanation at the beginning of the video. You can see the board is all set up in this custom mission where it explained pretty much this is a 2-parter. The first parter is we have to get 2 cans of gas as well as the keys to get into the back of this grocery store. And if we find 2 cans of gas and the keys to the back of the grocery store, we're going to be able to get into it, and that'll stop the first mission. Now, you can see here, this door is all completely barricaded, so that's why we need the keys. And plus, we don't know what's inside here, so we have to be as quiet as possible. If we go trying to smash the door in, if there's anything in this, it's going to be alerted to us, so we have to find the keys. Now, we have up to 6 rounds to find 2 cans of gas and the keys, but the thing is if we fail to get the keys to be able to open up this grocery store, then for the next mission, whatever is in there is going to be already alerted to our presence because we made too much noise. But if we manage to find the keys, we're going to be able to go in stealthily in the next mission so that they're not going to be alerted of their presence if anything is in there. But you know, this is a zombie game. Of course there's going to be stuff alerted to our presence. You may hear some grunts here and there during the game. No, it's not the zombies, it's only Onyx. Right, Onyx? Yeah. The 2 characters that Shelly has picked, because each of us are only allowed with 2 characters in this custom mission. Who did you pick, Shelly?
Chainsaw Mac and Loving and Vindictive Mother.
They are special characters. Also, she got a +1 to her range attack. He has no pluses, but his resilience is 2, the same as hers. His resilience is 2. 3 grit, 2 grit, and for her it's run, hold back, tough, wounds 1. That's why she has 1 wound that she can get before she takes damage and dies, and rage. And with Chainsaw Mac, you've seen him in other videos in the past that we played on this channel for Project Z. Run, rage, wounds 1, burst, chainsaw. He is awesome in close combat, as you will see. I have the Survivalist, 2 grit tokens. He's got a +1 to his melee stat and a +1 to his range stat. His runs, wounds, relentless, my stuff, clips and bullets. And also the Cop Babe, 2 grit tokens, 1 wound, +1 to both melee and range, holdback, wounds, bodyguard, clips, and bullets. And that is who I have. We also have the Survivalist cards. You know, we're not even going to go over them. If we use them, then you'll see what it is. And we also have just some combat cards that we can replenish at the end of each round too as well. If you're not sure how to play this game, you can always go to Warlord Games. They have a step-by-step instruction on how to do this. Also, too, as well as on a lot of YouTube channels such as ours, the Board Game Maniacs, you'll be able to find how we played. And just sit back and enjoy some zombie killing actions, because we've already deployed. Cop Babe is here. I got the Survivalist here. Shelly has the Vindictive Mother here, and Chainsaw Mac right there. And you can see we already have the zombies on each of the spawn points, because there's only 3 spawn points in this mission. Oh, everything else is explained. Like, the keys could be either here or right there by the truck. And you can see there's a jerry can there, 2 jerry cans around the corner there, and then jerry can right there, jerry can right there.
And by the air.
Oh yes, and by the air. And that is it for where the jerry cans are. I already showed it on the map and everything. Oh yes, Shelly's pointing out. We're going to try not to forget this. We decided to just throw another little wrench into this custom mission. And that is, here is an unknown person. Don't know who he is, but he has a sniper gun. He don't get any benefits except for rolling. I think it's a rifle that he got. He don't have a scope, because if he had a scope, he'd be able to see if who is zombie and who is not. So he's just going to randomly roll, see who he's going to hit on the board at the start of every shooting phase. He only gets 1 shot, but it could be a zombie getting hit, or it could be one of us getting hit. So anyhow, let's go to the beginning of the round. I am going first, and it's going to be the Cop Babe, which is right here. She has movement of 6, and you can see there is actually one of the jerry cans over there. So the Cop Babe is just going to move up 6 inches, which definitely got to get in base contact. You don't have to in base contact. You could have to be only an inch away, so you can do that. So now she's going to roll to see if she actually found the jerry can. She has to roll a 5 or a 6. All right, 5 or 6.
I got a 1. So guess what? That jerry can was just empty, so it is gone. Bye-bye. For the survivalist, he moved up just to 6 inches, just like that. To get, you know, possibly in some action that he's going to be able to hit a zombie later. Who knows? But continue on to Shelly's turn to move one of her characters. And Shelly, you are going with Vindictive Mom.
Vindictive Mom. She's gonna move up 6 inches.
Alright. And for Chainsaw Max movement, same thing, moved up 6 inches. Now it's on to the zombies movement phase. I forgot to mention something. Alpha zombies. Every zombie in this game is an alpha zombie. So they got 2 grit tokens starting off. They move 6 instead of 4. Resilience 2. Their melee is 3. Excuse me. Bloodthirst, Hunter, Rage, Tough, Wounds 1. So they have 1 wound. So that means not every zombie has 1 wound. It's just when you attack the first one, you're going to take the first wound off instead of getting one of them killed right away. So that's why we're treating it, because this is kind of like a custom house rule mission. So yeah, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. The zombies have all moved. You can see these ones definitely cleared the barricade because, again, they're 6-inch movement each because they're alpha zombies, not standard 4 inches with zombies normally. And you can see here Shelly, character Chainsaw Maniac and Vindictive Mother, is kind of in a little bit of a pickle here because you can see the 3 of them have moved from this spawn point, and the 3 have moved from that spawn point to 6 inches. So Shelly is possibly in some trouble, but the thing is Chainsaw Mac can make quick work of some zombies easily. So anyhow, that is on to the movement phase. Now we are going on to the shooting phase. Oh, that's right. You reminded me, didn't you, Shelly? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the beginning of it is going to be this guy going to take a pot shot. So, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a D8, or it could be a D12, don't really matter, but Shelly's going to roll it. It's going to determine who it is that they're going to be shooting, and it's a 7. So it's this group of zombies here. If I didn't mention it to the explanation at the beginning of the video, but he has line of sight on everything no matter where you are. So either you can spend an action to try in your shooting phase to shoot him, try to shoot him and get rid of him, or just leave him as like a little pesky nuisance and hopefully he won't target you. So now he's shooting at them, and he has the we decided on this already, it was the rifle. Yes, the rifle. It's 12 inches, but again, there's no inch thing into this. It's just he's going to pick a group and say that's it, they're going to shoot, because he is stationary on top of the grocery store. So 12 inches is for the range is nothing. He's going to have unlimited range. 2 dice, Shelly. And so he got to roll 2 dice to hit. So you go ahead and shoot for the. He's doing. Oh no, he failed because he's got 2 of the body armor. So he just wasted a shot and tried to hit them zombies over there, but he failed. But that is the end of that. So now we're going on to the shooting phase for everybody else. For the shooting phase, the cop babe. She unfortunately has an assault rifle, which is only a short range weapon of 6 inches, so she is not in range to shoot at anybody. The survivalist could shoot. He has a crossbow, it's 12 inches, did measure, it hits them, so therefore it is perfectly fine to hit. So he's going to target the middle one from Baywatch, I guess, or Zombie Baywatch, or Dead Baywatch. Anyhow, so he's going to do that. He gets 2 dice, and he gets a +1 because of range onto it. So let's go to the dice box. He's rolling the white, and Shelly's going to roll the resilience of 2 for her for the zombie. And 3. He got 2 hits. So Shelly, you are going to have to roll the resilience of the zombie. And you did not block anything. So these 2 hits that I got here, I'm going to try to roll again and see what I get now. And I get 2 of them. 2 of them hit. So therefore, what happens to that zombie? That zombie is shocked. Gets thrown back and knocked down. So, you know, like that zombie right there. Just lay down, Baywatch. Well, she don't want to lay down. She's like, no! I want to go swimming! Okay. Slain. Or, yeah, just shocked, I should say. Good job, survivalist. And for his trouble, he gets reload token. So that is it for his turn. You notice we're shooting a different location, and the reason why, because I have a secret project on the go downstairs that's taken up the gaming construction room, and we're not going to say what it is, right, Shelly?
Nope.
Nope. And you can tell Shelly's really enthused to be on here. So, hang on for a second. But anyhow, so yes, reload token there. I thought that maybe I could spend a grit token to just automatically get rid of this zombie that has been shocked, but you can only do that when you're in the melee phase, so unfortunately I can't do that. That is it, so it's on to Shelly to do her part of the shooting. And before we play anymore, Shelly, I asked Shelly if she can just give an update, because she does it better herself, give an update about her own progress on how she's doing, and this is post-surgery.
Well, surgery went well. I've been home for, 8 weeks now. Really bored, but hey. Now I'm just waiting to hear about my chemo and radiation. Hopefully I should get some news next week.
Yes, and really bored, is that the reason why you're volunteering to be on
That has come to extreme boredness.
Yes. Alright. Thank you, boredness. Alright, here it goes. We'll go back. Shelly's shooting turn. She's deciding to go with...
Vindictive Mother.
Yes.
Is gonna shoot into the crowd of zombies.
And what do you have for shooting with?
A gun.
This game is played with WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. And if you look closely at her, she has an Uzi in one hand, or two hands. So we have to look. So she's going to shoot, and I think Uzis have burst. So if that's the case,
Short range burst reload.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to aim at the one in the middle. That way, burst can go over within an inch of what the target is. So therefore, you may potentially shoot more than one. So that is good. But you got to remember. Oh, crapola! I made a mistake.
What'd you do?
With the Uzi, short range burst. So she's shooting the one in the middle, and you get how many dice?
I get 3, and then I have 1 extra.
Oh, you got a +1 for your range.
Yes.
All right. And because of burst, when you roll, and after you can decide where you want to allocate the wounds, as long as the first wound, or at least one wound, goes into your intended target. After that, you can divvy them up any way you want for burst. I think that's how that one works, if not mistaken. But now, let's go. So, Shelly, go ahead. I'm rolling black dice for the zombies. Oh, jeez. So, all right. So now, 2 blocks 1. So that takes off 1 there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, backing up just a little bit here for a second, for this alpha zombie, the Babe Watch girl, they cannot get shocked because they are alpha zombies, so she would just stay up. Because remember, I hit her, but I wasn't able to do any slaying to her, so because of that, it is what it is. Now, Shelly has to take her 3 successes, because I took 1 away from where I rolled a shield, and this will see if she gets any headshots. No, she got 2 of these, and again, she can divvy them up. So, the only problem is here, though, Shelly, is they can't be shocked. So, originally what you would do is you'd be able to shock them by knocking them down and pushing them back an inch, but because they are alpha zombies, they are just standing strong.
So we screwed up at a convenience location. Card. Take this card just after deployment. Move any loot marker up to 4 inches from its original position. Oops.
That would have been really good, because we could have been moved a gas can or
The keys.
Possibly one of the key or the set of keys up closer. But we forgot about that, and I think I kind of made a boo-boo with that too as well, where it says discard the card when resolving a shooting, or discard this card when play on the character. Maybe I didn't. Anytime, discard a card and you can move. Oh, no, I didn't screw up, Shelly. It was you. Oh, how long
Because
ago?
I've played this game once in 5 years.
Exactly. So it is I did screw up. And now we're still around number 1. Let's keep playing. And for her trouble, she gets a reload token to double him, because it is an Uzi, it is an automatic. But now it's on the Chainsaw Mac. He don't have any shooting, but he has the ability to run, which gives him the ability to run 4 inches on the shooting phase. So is that what Chainsaw Mac gonna do? Yep, gotta stay with it at least an inch away from the base.
Where?
Yep, perfect. Alright, so that is Chainsaw Mac's turn. And that is it for the shooting phase, and now we are on to the melee phase. Oh, the shooting phase for the zombies, all they do is just go, and that's it. So we're on to the melee phase. It actually says that in the book. Good singing. This is our regular scheduled break. After that brief, awesome interlude from one of our granddaughters singing a song to us, what I'm going to help Shelly because we are on the same team. I'm going to play one of my survival cards, and this is a zombie call. This card discarded any time, so it don't count as an action. You can do it at any time to move up to 5 zombies within 1 inch of each other back to one of the zombie entry points on the board as if they were spawned during the upkeep phase. Zombies engaged cannot call in using this card. So therefore, if any of the zombies were engaged, I wouldn't be able to pick them, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to discard one of my cards to help Shelly out. I'm going to pick these 3 because they're not engaged technically now. If I waited till after the melee, then they would be engaged and we wouldn't be able to, and the same as these 2 as well. So I'm going to do it now, and I want to put these because they're within 1 inch of each other. And I'm putting them back there. And that is the card I am playing, so Shelly's in the clear. Next we are on to the melee phase, and for the melee phase you can see none of mine are in melee, but you can see that she's not in melee, but Mac is, and he has Ram. So what Ram does is he can you read the back for Ram? I think it is within 2 inches. He's going to be able to run in, get extra 2 dice instead of 1.
He doesn't have Ram. He has Run, Rage, Wound, Burst.
Oh, I thought he had Ram. What is Rage then? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I was mistaken for a vehicle like that. The motorbike gangs have Ram onto it. So Mac, for his melee, he's within 1 inch. So Shelly, you can go up to the middle zombie. So move back up if you want. And now you're going to use your chainsaw and just try to cut through them all. See, my memory didn't fail me that bad. Mac does not have Ram, but when you have a chainsaw, you get Ram. So that means that where he has went in, he engaged, he gets a +1 die to his 10 dice for chainsaw, and he gets another +1 because he does have the Ram, and it is burst, and it is reload, unfortunately, so that's 12 dice going into these zombies right there. Let's see what kind of results. Ooh, Shelly, like, that is, you don't have anything to do with that changes.
You may re-roll all results of these when resolving a melee attack.
Yep, so you can re-roll that. I'll get these out of the way. Oh, nope. So that is all the hits going into the zombie. So I gotta roll 2 dice for, yeah, can you just shift them out the way there? I'll just roll these 2 dice for the zombie in the middle for the resilience. And that is blocked. So 2 more get out. And I think this is right. Now, with the amount of dice you got left, you can put down, okay, I'm going to roll X amount of dice on this zombie, X amount of dice on that zombie, X amount of dice on that zombie to see how much damage to get. So again, you can just divvy them up. We played the burst just a little bit wrong because you have to work at the results for each one before you're going to roll. So just say, she rolled all of these. This is what I'm interpreting this as, but it's kind of late now because we're already gone through this. So then Shelly says, I'm rolling these on the first one, these damage on these, and these damage on the other. And then what the zombies would do is each of them have a resilience of 2. So there's 3 zombies. So I would get 2 dice to roll. I already rolled once, so we'll just say this one here. and we took the 1 dice away, so that is fine. So now we're on our track now. So resilience for the second zombie, nothing. So therefore nothing gets taken away, and resilience for the third zombie, nothing. So therefore, Shelly's going to be able to roll to determine about if she's going to kill them or not. All she has to do is get 3 lightning bolts, and that means that she's going to slay them all. So Shelly, go ahead.
How many dice do I roll?
All of these.
All of them?
Yep. Because you originally were going to take 1 away because 1 defended, but we already did in the previous clip. All right. So.
And inspired roll. Play this card to change the roll of combat dice into 3 straight symbols of your choice. All the selected dice symbols must be the same. This card does not count towards your allocation of survival cards in the game.
All right. So you're going to play that. So you get to change.
There's that one.
Yep. So that would be a slaying.
That would be a slaying.
And then that would be a slaying. So therefore, what Shelly did is Chainsaw Mac had a little bit of happy fun and just cut them all down. But for Chainsaw Mac's problems is he has gas. Out of gas. He don't have gas. He lost gas now because he gets the double reload token. He has gas. Really? We had to place one of the zombies back, but he gets pushed back an inch regardless. And the reason why, and he don't get slain, sorry, because they can't because they're alpha zombies. And the reason why is because they do have a wound, and this would be officially the very first zombie to take a wound in the game. So he blocked 1, so therefore the 1 zombie is alive because Shelly rolled 3 slain, take away 1 is 2, so there you go. The next phase, because we are done the melee phase, is going to be the upkeep phase. So during this upkeep phase, if there's any slain miniatures, you would stand them up, but again, these miniatures cannot become slain from shooting, so therefore they are not going to go down, and none of our heroes are slain or shocked. So the next thing we do is we got to roll to see if we can get rid of reload. So he has a reload token on him, so he has to roll to get rid of it. So we roll the die. No, not the d6. It's just a white die is fine.
Oh.
Yep. And he has clips and bullets, if I'm not mistaken. Clips and bullets. So even if you don't roll, if he rolls this or the body armor, then he's able to remove it. And he still's not able to move. But you know what? He's spending a grit token to get it out of there, because if you don't, it's going to cause a lot of havoc to him. Shelly's going to roll now for the Vindictive Mother. She gets 2 dice, and she unfortunately don't get rid of them, but you can spend 2 grit tokens to get rid of both of them, because it's
I'm going to.
Per grit token, per reload token, and if it's the cross bullets, then it's 2 bullet reload tokens. So Shelly did that. Now Mac has to see if he rolls to get rid of that too as well. So 2 dice for Mac. And he don't. Is he going to do it too as well?
Yep.
Good choice, because the zombies are too close. So therefore, all the reload tokens are gone. And the next thing that we have to do here now is spawn zombies. Now we're going to round 2. Once we are at the end of round 3, these zombie points are doubled. So right now we get 3 zombies on each of the spawn points. And then we'll be back for round number 2. Round number 2. Next turn, we're going off with Shelly starting first. Dancing for joy? The game's not over. We didn't win, Shelly. Damn it! So, you obviously have moved up there to try to pick up the gas. Now, the question is that do you want to... Because you only have to be within an inch of the gas can to roll. You don't have another gas can on you, so you have to roll a d6 and get a 5 or a 6. Now, you can do it now, or you can wait till after the melee is done. And the reason why I say wait till after the melee is done is if you get taken down, you're going to lose everything that you have. So, do you know what? You have to do it now.
Okay.
Because of the melee, there's a chance that you could lose it, and if you wait, then it's not going to be any good. So 5 or 6. You got a 1. So that gas can is disappeared. This is really bad because we both failed at trying to search for the gas can, and we're on round number 2. We need to find 2 of them successful. Now, if one of us have a gas can and we do a search, our roll goes from a 5 to 6 to a 4+. So therefore,
apparently we only know how to roll 1.
yeah, I know, because I think I rolled the same thing, didn't I? Yeah, lovely. All right, so anyhow, that is your move. So Chainsaw Mac, you can move. But the thing with Chainsaw Mac, if you move there, you're going to be tied.
Yeah, but if I move over to here...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And I can go for the suitcase.
Right, with the keys.
And then, either way, I can try and kill these guys after anyway, so...
They're going to all team up on you. So Chainsaw, before you do this, to really think, because Chainsaw Mac could say bye-bye. Because there's going to be a lot of zombies that are going to be crowding him because they are brain dead.
Yeah, and then I just keep running that way.
Oh, so you're just going to go there, and then instead of shooting, you're just going to run?
Yeah.
That could possibly work. Remember, though, they move 6 inches. So go ahead, Chainsaw Mac is going to do that.
Do it here.
All right.
And there's a suitcase there.
So now you have to see if you can pick up that suitcase.
Come on, 1. I got 5.
So, 5. So do you know what that means?
I got keys.
You found the keys.
Oh, what's this thingy?
That, just flip it over, say that it's searched.
Okay.
So because you put that on Chainsaw Mac's card, now because you found the keys, this one here is not key, so I don't have to worry about trying to go after that one, but we still have to concentrate on getting the gas.
Well, I got something. What are you waiting for?
All right, on with the show. Oh, geez, getting cocky already. For my move, I just did a quick off camera. She was around here and she moved up there. The reason why she did this because I didn't want to get her closer here because these are not normal zombies. Again, they're alpha zombies. They get to move 6 instead of 4. And if she moved anywhere within this proximity, they were going to be close for melee, and I didn't want that for her whatsoever. Survivalist too, he was here. And instead of here, same kind of circumstance, he moved here instead because the zombies have to go around to get at him. So that is it for the moving. Now we're on to the shooting phase. So first off, it is this one, and we know the groups again. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, sorry. Group 1 is this bunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So Shelly, do you want to roll the D8 here? It's a 3. Uh-oh. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Survivalist.
The survivalist, and he's right out in the open for him to shoot. Crapola.
Right.
No, that's fine. So because he has the rifle, he gets 2 shots, and hopefully he's not going to do nothing. All right, Shelly, go ahead. Oh, you got 1 hit onto him, but his resilience, survivalist, is 2. So he's going to roll his 2 dice first. Shelly's grabbing the cards like, oh, you could use these. I know, but I want to try to roll the dice first. So I get 2 dice, and I only need 1 shield to block it. And I blocked it easily, so I didn't even need to use one of these cards.
Did you forget about them?
Yeah, I know. I totally forget about them. So the survivalist's like, you can't hit me because I'm a survivalist. He's like, I'll get one of you! Get off my lawn! Onto the shooting phase, and Shelly is going first with... Was that Shelly? Is that her name? The Vindictive Mother? What?
No. Play the game.
So she's going to shoot, definitely in range to shoot. You get a +1 to your shot, is that correct?
Yep.
And...
No, she's got the Uzi.
Oh yes, that's right.
She got 3, so that's 4.
4 dice. Here goes, 4 dice. And you got 1. Now remember, this is a slaying, and they have the ability of, what is their card again? Brain Dead, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I add this?
Ooh, yeah, you certainly can. You can add as many of those as you want, really. So that's 1 hit right there. So he has to block for 2. So do you have any more that you want to... I would use the other one. Yeah. Or you can use both. So therefore, that is 1, 2, 3, because that single one turns to 2. So this is a 2. Actually, that's 4 shots, because every single is going to count to 2. No, 1. Sorry. So 3. 1, 2,
4.
4. Yeah, I can do math. 2 black dice for the zombie for the resilience. And he rolled a lightning. Didn't block. So therefore, Shelly gets 4 dice to roll because he didn't do any blocking. So 4 dice to see if he's dead. And no. No. And you did, he would have been slain, but the thing, or not slain, shot, but they don't get shot because they are alpha zombies.
Mac is going to run so he can move up to 4. So he's going to go this way.
So you're saying Mac is running away from the zombies?
Yeah.
Does he have the keys?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. Because Mac is really good in melee as we've seen before, but you know what? If he don't have to, why should he, right? What?
No.
No? And that's what you're sure that's your story and you're sticking to it?
It is.
Okay. So now I have to go to my side now for shooting. And she's not in range to shoot because she has an assault rifle. It is only 6-inch range. So, and she can't run because she don't got run, does she? Nope. Bodyguard, clips and bullets, hold back. So she is just going to hold back. The survivalist has run, so instead of shooting, he went up. But the thing is he moved so that he's not going to be kind of in harm's way of. Actually, I shouldn't even move him there for running. He's going to go there instead.
Are you afraid of a fight?
Well, what?
Are you afraid of a fight? I've fought more times than you have.
Yes, I know, but you
just
know
keep
what?
running.
The survivalist, there's a reason why he's a survivalist, because he fights with his brains.
Coward.
That's not a coward. You live to fight another day.
I'm going to try and get that gas can, but no, I'll stay over here.
There's a gas can that he's kind of getting to.
Kind of eventually. The year's 2022. By the time he gets there, it's going to be 3032.
Let's go on with the game. Doing a little bit of backtracking. We forgot to move all of the zombies before we did the shooting phase. So just to show you,
I'm screwed.
Yeah, the vindictive mother is kind of. I think she's going to be zombie.
Because you're not helping out over here.
I'm trying to help because you can see they moved there.
Oh,
he's still stuck to his movement to get up to the gas.
I have a slight problem over here, unlike you.
Like that.
That one over there is a cop's just hiding out.
See, she moved here because she thought they were going to come closer, but they moved there instead. So therefore, she should have moved here. But if she did there, they would have moved closer to her. So she played it safe by that way, which is a lot smarter to do.
Blah blah.
Anyhow, so yeah, now we're on to the melee phase. And this here zombie would have been. He was actually 1 inch back because you can't go in base contact during the moving. You have to stay within an inch away. So anyhow, I rectified it off camera, but then Shelly moved in for attack. But she is on her turn going to play a card before she does any melee. And what card is that you're going to play?
Well, we're doing house rules, so aren't we? We changed it up. Custom.
Yes, because it just. Some cards we changed a bit.
Yeah, so discard this card during your turn to move 3 zombies up to 4 inches back from the closest living creature. We changed it up.
Yes. So you can move 4 zombies back, but unfortunately the only zombies you can move are ones that are not engaged.
Which are these 4?
No.
These 3?
Yes. And actually this one too you can move.
I can only move 3.
Okay, so move 3 of them. And they would go back 4 inches. Good job. Alright.
Thanks, honey.
I'm going to see if I have a card that I can help you to as well. I'm also playing a card. It don't say anything to play it on your turn or what have you. So discard this card to move a zombie within 4 inches of one of your characters away from it. This includes zombies already engaged in melee. So we moved one. You can see there he was kind of touching the red jacket. Yeah. So choose that to move so it helps Shelly out. as much as possible. So now we are still into the melee. So we have to deal with this with Shelly. I don't think you have a melee weapon on you per se. So it's going to be improvised weapons of a fist, I think. We'll check on that. My bad. She does not have any bonuses for her melee, so she has an improvised weapon, which is her fist, punching the female zombie right in the middle to try and do some damage to her. So go ahead, Shelly. Punch away, and it's a hit. Zombie's melee is 3. Ooh, this might hurt a little bit there, Shelly. So that cancels yours. So I think that zombie has nothing done. You don't even roll to damage because the zombies have 3 defense dice or 3 melee dice, and that is using defense too as well. Because zombies, what I'm understanding, we'll look in the book just to double check. But zombies cannot defend; they can only fight. And the thing is, I may be getting this mixed up with another zombie game, but we'll be back after we're clarified in this one. We were just looking through the combat for this, and the zombies have 3 combat dice, which they rolled. Shelly had 1 because just with her fist. So therefore, the way we figured this out was that Shelly hit, punch in the face, punched the zombie in the face. The zombie blocked, and then the other 2 that was rolled, which is here, that means that the zombie still got 1 hit going off. So Shelly's not able to roll, so then zombie would roll, but Shelly is blocking it, canceling that out. So this card is gone, and the zombies aren't able to attack Shelly because she locked out. However, now we have to resolve the other 2 attacks, which is the other 2 zombies that are going in at her. So because of that, the 1 zombie now is going to get an extra dice because of team up. So the combat's going to be 4 dice for the zombie, and Shelly is going to get 1. So after we do all the rolling for them all and everything, we'll be back and we'll determine what happens to who. Well, Shelly, after the combat has been all done, unfortunately, you were not able because 1 got through.
Hey, pull him back. I got a card.
What?
I have a card. It's the 1-up.
Oh, shoot,
I got an
yes.
extra life. When 1 character is slain, place the miniature back on the deployment area in full conditions. A recovery character does not have wounds, traits, if they had it originally. All VIPs are awarded normally for slain, and miniature is applicable. So pull her back.
So we're not playing victory points for this.
No, she has to go back.
Oh, she goes there?
Yes. Back to the deployment area.
Oh, so yes. So right there, this is gone because you're gone, but you're still alive. Like, that 1-up saved you. What?
I could do this too.
And what's
since
that?
I'm back at the deployment area.
Yes.
Play this card just after I have to wait till just after deployment.
Okay.
So when I deploy, I can move loot 4 inches closer
That's a good, yep.
from
Okay.
its original position.
Because you forgot to use that originally.
Yeah, that was my oops.
Yeah, but now,
She's back.
yes, so that oops is a good oops.
Yay!
Okay, so you died, but now you're back here. You don't have any wounds on your character though now, because originally she had 1 wound, but because of the combat that ensued, she was fallen. So therefore, that is her melee that went off. And as you can see on the board, there's no other melee that's going to happen, even with the survivalists over here, because it got to be within 2 inches, and they're not. So therefore, that is the end of this part of round 2. Now we're on to the upkeep phase. There's no slain, so it's just rolling for reload tokens, and none,
None.
and none. So therefore, we don't have to do that part now. We just are going to switch that to round 3. We put 3 more zombies on the spawn points, and we're going on to round number 3. Round 3. Hope you're enjoying this battle report. Just remember, if you want to become an official sponsor of Board Game Maniacs, head over to patreon.com/BoardGameManiacs to become an official sponsor, select one of the tiers, and get benefits that normal subscribers do not get. Check it out, links in the description. We're at the round number 3 at the start. Shelly, you're going to play a card?
Yeah. Convenient location. So play this card just after deployment. Move the loot up to 4. Move any loot marker up 4 inches from its original position.
Now, loot markers, there's actually markers that say loot, but because this is kind of like a homegrown mission, loot markers are anything like this one, or the gas cans or whatever. And the thing is because we already have the keys, you can see Shelly's already going. She's helping out, so up to 4 inches. Why? Wait a minute. Oh, sorry.
I was trying to...
Yeah, I know, I'm just 4 inches is like right here. But there, that is good. Thank you, Shelly, for helping me out.
Oh, you're welcome.
Alright, so that was at the beginning of this phase, so now...
I'm gonna move.
You're gonna move? Okay.
She moved.
You only moved her that much? You get up to 6 inches?
No.
Oh, yeah, because of...
These evil creatures.
Well, I would move even further away from that because...
So here, I'm gonna go this way.
Alright, and the reason why is because when melee... If they are 2 inches away from your base, they can charge in. So you're moving there, and you're just like, yeah, that's it, I'm done. Okay, so you moved. Do you want to do Mac now?
Yeah, he's gonna go this way.
Is 6 inch move there, and the survivalist is going. I got it. I'm gonna check this out here. So yeah, 6 inches is there. He wants to be within 1 inch, so he's going to kind of keep 1 inch away from this. So now he is going to, he don't have a gas can, so he's got to roll d6 and get a 5 or a 6 to be able to pick it up. 5 or 6, and I get a 2. No! So that gas can is gone. Now that means that this gas can, and there's 2 all the way around the big truck right there. You know, if whoever searches the next gas can, if they fail, then the other 2 gas cans are automatically, that is it. You just have to be within 1 inch of it. Pick it up, you don't have to roll the die, and you will have your gas cans. But the keys was a different thing. If you fail to find the keys, then that means your next round, when you try to, the next game, you try to go into the grocery store, and they're going to be alerted because you made too much noise. So therefore, we have no gas, but we got the keys. We're in some big trouble. And you can see the bad babe, or the cop babe, I should say, she moved too as well. She's kind of making her way around to get to there, hopefully, so that the zombies will not notice her. She's kind of doing a stealthy thing. Unfortunately, though, I do not think that she's going to get to that within 6 rounds. Well, it's only on 3. We'll see. Anyhow, so that is it. We're going to move all the zombies, and then we'll be back. After all the zombies moved, you can see it's a mess. She managed, the cop babe still managed to kind of stay away, but you can see zombies are there. You can see the zombies are coming around the survivalist, which is a very, very bad thing. Other zombies up to this barricade. And Chainsaw Mac got some zombies that are hot on his heels. You can see she's here. She kind of was only the smartest one to keep away from everything because everybody else has just been moving around. Oh no! So now we're into the shooting phase. So first we have to deal with our sniper guy. Shelly and I are getting caught up with this game a little bit. We forgot to replenish her hands at the beginning of this round 3. So she replenished her hands. I never replenished my hands, and I did not know about this rule. Shelly found it, so it's really cool. If you don't replenish your hands at the upkeep phase, then you get a grit token. So that grit token, I get another grit token. So therefore, I got my 4 grit tokens now, so this is good. And we're into the next part. And this next part now is the shooting phase. So we'll determine who she shoots, or who this person shoots off camera. And then we'll just go from there. After the sniper took his shots, what happened, because we have more than the D8 on here, so we just assigned the numbers to the heroes, 1 to 4. What was that?
I don't know. Zombies flying in the air.
A hospital gown wearing axe in the back flying zombie?
Apparently. Never noticed.
Huh. Anyhow, so after all the determination, he managed to pick out the group to shoot at the zombies here, but he flubbed onto it because the zombie's resilience roll was to 2 dice and was able to block it. So we're going to continue on here before Shelly destroys this entire park, this setup. So what we're going to do is, since you know the rules, you've seen it, we're going to play a little bit off camera because I don't know how long this video is right now, and when something significant happens, we will be back. Just to let everybody know, you notice that the lighting has changed a little bit differently, and Shelly's in a different outfit, and so am I, but you never really see me. But the reason why is because somebody forgot to charge their batteries on the camera when they were shooting, and we couldn't play anymore the rest of the night. So that was I don't know. It was me. Anyhow, so yeah, so just to let everybody know that is why it looks different. Still on the shooting part for round 3, shooting phase I should say. So 2 of our characters ran and 2 of them are deciding to stay and shoot. So just to let you know, the survivalist, he has run, so he ran 4 inches from where he was, so he's up here because he's trying to make it over to that gas can, just because he may get lucky, because remember, there's this gas can left and 2 behind the big truck. And Shelly's character, Chainsaw Mac, did a turn and is running that way because he's really good in close combat. He's trying to get up there to pick it up. Because remember that the game ends as soon as we find 2 gas cans. We don't have to get to the door or anything because we already got the keys. So Shelly, you're going to shoot now?
Yeah.
Who are you going to shoot with?
The Vindictive Mother.
Okay, and you're in range obviously.
Yeah.
And you have the Uzi, so you have burst, correct?
No.
Uzi does have burst. It's on the weapon summary.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go and see what happens. You got to pick. I would pick the one in the middle, the furthest one back, because burst you can spill off to anyone within an inch. So you're going to pick the middle one?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to dice box. Shelly rolled, and you can see she's got 3 headshots, but unfortunately that's not what she's looking for to try to get. So what are you doing here, Shelly?
Using my crit combat card.
Okay, and that gets you to reroll 1 or any of the dice immediately.
Reroll all or any.
All or any. So you're going to reroll them all?
Yeah.
You might as well, because you got no shots, no hits. That's a little better. That's 3 hits. Okay, so now, before the zombies roll, because it has burst, you can place these hits anywhere you want. So you're just going to put a hit on each of them and get them to defend against them?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, so if that's the case, I'm going to have 2 black dice, because remember, these are alpha zombies. So let's see the initial target, the one in the middle is rolling first for 1 hit, and does not block. So the zombie in the middle, you can see there, is hit, so she's going to be able to roll for that damage. Second zombie, let's do the one on the right, and did not block. And that would be the right. And now the zombie on the left, and he blocked 1. So therefore, so roll damage on the zombie in the middle first. And okay, so you rolled nothing that's going to work, so you got to place it in here. Okay, so this is going to give 1 hit for that zombie. Now remember though, you're going to be wasting these cards because they don't get slain.
I know.
So why waste your card unless you can get like a headshot on them? Because that'll be a waste of a card.
Alright.
Because you're just going to, it's just going to be slain and nothing will happen to them.
Okay.
You'll roll this one. Nope, same thing. So therefore, nothing happens to them. Alright, that was okay. It's better than them attacking you. And she gets a double reload token. The cop babe is going to shoot now and is going to shoot at that pile of zombies there. She has line of sight on them all, but unfortunately, it is crossing a barrier, so she's going to lose a die for every barrier crosses. But it does only cross 1 barrier, and for her assault rifle, or AK-47, it is short range, so she's going to have 12 dice plus 1 because she gets a bonus for her range action, but it's minus 1 because of the fact that it's crossing barricade. So, but still, 12 dice is really good. And it's burst, so I can divvy up whatever it is first. I'm going to divvy up and we'll be back. Out of all of them shots, I got 6 shots, and because it's burst, I divvied up between them, so 2 on each of them, pretty simple. So the zombies are going to have to roll. So, oh yeah, Shelly's got to roll. So the first one, let's do just, it don't matter, let's just do the first one. Blocked 1. So I get to roll on that one. Okay. Didn't block, so the second one gets 2 shots. And the third one gets 1 shot because she did roll one of the body armors. Okay. Let's do the Babe Watch zombie first with 1 shot. No, nothing happens. She would get shocked, but because she's alpha zombie, nothing happens. Same thing. Nothing's gonna happen. This is my final result. Did I have 1 hit on one and then 2 on one and then 1 on the other, or was it 2 on 2?
No, it blocked. It was only.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they blocked one, that's right. And also too, they'll block that. So all of that shooting did nothing but get her a reload token. A double reload token. And that is it for the shooting phase. Nothing happened except running out of ammo. So now, unfortunately, what we have to do is do the melee phase. On the melee phase, this is actually the first time no melee really happened. I thought maybe the survivalist would be able to get it, but the thing is that they're alpha if you're within 2 inches, and he's just outside 2 inches of this group of zombies, so he is safe, and you can see far out of range, same thing too as well. So now we're on to the upkeep phase. There's no slain miniatures, but now we have to roll. We'll do all this off camera, just so everybody will know that we're going to treat. She's going to try to get rid of her reload. She's going to try to get rid of her reload. We are at the end of the upkeep phase, and you can see a couple of bad things that happened here. Good things first. Reload token gone. She spent a grit token to get. She got rid of one and spent a grit token to get rid of the other one. He didn't have any. What did you do with her again, Shelly?
I got rid of one and I used a grit token.
Oh, so same as me. You rolled.
Yeah.
And you can see here too as well is the zombie spawn points. It is the end of round 3, so it escalates to spawning 6 zombies each spawn point. Now, what's really sucks about this is that there's a gas can we have to get to right there, and there's 2 gas cans to get to right there, and you can see the pile that both of our members of our team, both 2 members of each part of our team is stuck between a rock, a hard spot, and a bunch of dead flesh zombies. And now, let's go on round number 4. It is moving. We'll be back after you do the moving. Before we go any further, I'm going to play this Furious Determination. Shelly and I are on the same team, so this is going to affect both her 2 miniatures and mine. It says, discard at any time. All members of the team receive a special trait Rage until the end of the turn's upkeep phase. So in melee, what Rage is that you get to reroll any of your slain results, according to the book. And Shelly, because Shelly likes looking at the book, which is great. She's keeping me honest. Now onto the moving part. We can see where everybody moved. Very bad the cop babe had no choice but to go up there, and you can see the zombies are kind of all going around. She didn't make it over the barricade, unfortunately, but those who did. The survivalist moved up here. You can see he's right here, and he's getting completely surrounded. Now this is bad because we need to find out about that gas can. It's kind of hard putting. It's probably a bad idea putting their 2 eggs in the basket at the same basket, but we'll see. The zombies moved up closer, and more zombies moved up. The car kind of stopped a little bit of their action. You can see the zombies are piling in, and you can see the vindictive mom. Is it a vindictive mother? Yeah. Is right here. She's kind of smack dab, really bad. And you can see Chainsaw Matt is ready to and he's got it. They can't be within. They have to be a space within an inch. So anyhow, there we go. We're on to the shooting phase, and remember, we gotta do the friggin' sniper first. I forgot the name of it. During the shooting phase, first thing is the sniper to shoot, and he rolled a 5 or higher, so that means it's a group of zombies, and it is, unfortunately, it's this group. He rolled to hit, and he shot, and did not do any damage whatsoever, so he flubbed on that. So now it's on to the shooting phase for our team of heroes. During the shooting phase, let's just go over what happened here. You can see here the bad cop, or the babe cop shot, and unfortunately took out 1, but that was about it. The survivalist shot but did not take out any. Totally flubbed. Let's see. The vindictive mom shot. She had a chance to take all of these out, but unfortunately totally flubbed. And Chainsaw Mac, he has run, so he just ran that way instead. So now we are going to go on to the melee, so the zombies and everything else. We'll be back to show you the results of that. There we go. That is the end of the melee phase. We'll show you what happened. You can see here, she failed and she didn't take any wounds. He failed and he didn't take any, well, he lost one of his wounds, but he's still alive, which is shocking. And also over here, she didn't do any melee. Chainsaw Mac did, you can see, and he didn't kill anybody with your chainsaw. Now, one thing I want to point out, now, I've noticed this, I played this game for a lot, and one thing I want to say about this is I kind of dumbed down the combat, the melee rules in that a bit, because Shelly's still new with this, and plus, I realized halfway through that I was playing with the dumbed down rules, house rules obviously, that I made for the melee combat. But just to let everybody know, since we're on round 3 and above, or round 4, we're not going to do the house rules because I showed you the proper way of combat now. It's a lot more horrific, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because after Chainsaw Mac did all of his things, you only penetrated one and the zombies blocked it.
I know.
But I'm going to show you exactly how the combat doesn't work, like just so we're sure, or not we're sure, just so they're on the same page. Remember that I totally forgot that this was kind of like the house rule combat that we were doing all along, but now, starting at round 5 for the melee, we are going to be playing properly. So just to show you what that is, so Shelly, can you grab your 10 dice? Because Chainsaw Mac has 10 dice. This ain't going to count, but we're just going to show how it is. So what Shelly would do, because she has burst, so she would roll her 10 dice. And the reason why she'd roll her 10 dice is because the Chainsaw has 10 dice. Chainsaw Mac does not have any bonuses to his melee. And on top of that, if Chainsaw Mac ran in, he'd get the 2 extra dice because Ram is on Chainsaw, and plus he engaged, so he'd get 12 dice instead of 10, but he didn't this time because the zombies come in. So anyhow, you would roll it, and you would count out, okay, so I got this, or Chainsaw Mac got that many chops going on the zombies. Now, however, because we're still in the same round, we are playing the card Furious Determination, and what that means is every time you roll a lightning bolt, you get to re-roll it. So Shelly, and this is only for this one round, so you get the lightning bolt. I don't think you can re-roll lightning bolt twice. It was just once. So anyhow, so that is 5 hits in total going into 2 zombies. So what Shelly is going to do, Shelly card, Shelly. She has a card, she already played this, is just an example though, that this is roll any number of dice at any time you want. And again, because of the any symbols, you could do this to give it to somebody else if you wanted to. But she chose to roll, so she got an extra 2 more hits. So that is how the combat works for the chainsaw so far. Now, in melee, the zombies do not defend. So they are going to have to do their melee on top of it. So over here you can see here that the zombies did go into engage. So therefore, they would first get, I better do it. I'll do it with the black dice so we can keep it. The zombies base stat for the alpha is 3. They engaged, so they get 1. Now, they would get an extra die for assistance, but the thing is after the first combat you start adding the extra die. So therefore, in total, the alpha zombies are going to try to attack Chainsaw Mac simultaneously that Mac is swinging, but we have to do this separately like this just to show everybody how it's properly rolled. So this here is the zombies. Remember, 3 base melee and 1 for the coming in or initiating. So you can see here that's 3 hits and that's a block. So therefore you're going to tally up the different results. So this is 3 from the zombie, 3 from Chainsaw Mac. Blocked 1. So there. So that cancels out everything that we can do. So now Shelly gets to roll these 3 dice. Now, before she rolls them, she has burst. So you can assign these 3 hits to whoever you want. So do you want to assign them all to one, or do you want to assign 1 to one and 2 to the other?
Yeah, 2 to 1 and 1 to the other.
Okay, so just say the 2 is being assigned to the one standing up or laying down. Which one do you want?
Do the standing up.
Standing up. So you roll. So the 1 is for the 2 is for the standing up?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll that. And because of this is her result, and she has 1 hit, which means that it would be shocked. But unfortunately, the alpha zombies are not going to be shocked because they don't get shocked. So what happens there, this zombie has failed. So this zombie gets pushed back 1 inch, like so. And now Shelly's going to roll that last one for the last zombie and gets a lightning bolt, which is a headshot. That is killing that zombie, and that zombie would be gone. But again, because this, yeah, that zombie would be gone, because this is just a test to show you how melee would work if we were doing it the proper rules instead of the house rules. But now we're going to be doing the proper melee rules from now on, just to let everybody know how to properly do melee. Since all the melee subphase is done now properly for this end of round 4, we are going to be going on to the upkeep phase. And again, we're doing for upkeep phase, any slain zombies or slain miniatures, there's none. And we have to roll 2 dice for that, 1 dice for that, 2 dice for that, and 2 dice for that. Round 5. We're at the top of round 5. You can see that there's so much more zombies on the board again, and we ran out of zombies. Like, this is crazy. Look what Chainsaw Mac have to deal with. Hopefully you don't have to, you can just run by them. And you can see more zombies around the board here. She's kind of in the clear, almost. And you can see here and here. This is where, because we're out of zombies, the rules say you can place the remaining zombies where you want on the zom points. On the spawn points. Zom points, that's a new name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the zom points. And then they get Hunter, but they already have Hunter. And Hunter means they can engage within 4 inches instead of 2. I don't know if we forgot about that into the melee, but anyhow, that just means that instead of 2 inches range away from them, they'll be able to engage within 4 inches away from a character. So that makes things that much more dangerous. So we are on to the moving phase, and we'll be back for round 5. After all the moving is done, you can see, excuse me, Survivalist, he's up here, so he's going to be able to get that can, hopefully. And Chainsaw Mac has moved. They only got to be within 1 inch, but you can only search once per turn. So, with this being said, Shelly, is we're going to let you search first, and the reason why is because you got two there. If you fail, that means that automatically that other can of gas by Chainsaw Mac and by the Survivalists, we pick up because they're the only 2 left on the board, and that means that we got. So, roll. You have to get a 5 or a 6. Get rid of 1. That sucked. 1 more, just 1 more. Anyhow, now we have both cans of gas, but unfortunately, this Survivalist, he got this because it automatically picks it up. But remember though, that you can only search once per turn, so therefore we still have to go through this round 5 before Mac is able to
but we're gonna die.
It kind of looks like that, but we'll play it through and find it. We'll be back shortly, I hope. Now here comes the fun part, and the fun part is because this is round 5, we technically have won the game because we have both the keys, and we also have
1 jerry can.
1 jerry can. So technically 2, because at the end of this round, if Chainsaw Mac don't die, we can pick it up. And the thing is
We're gonna die.
who has the keys?
I have the keys.
Yeah, but who?
Oh, Chainsaw Mac.
So if Chainsaw Max, we lose the keys too. Chainsaw Mac dies, we lose the keys too. And that means round 6 we have to try to pick up the keys too. And the gas can that Chainsaw Mac has is going to be dropped too as well. Don't say that! We'll be back. We are on to the next round now, and we're into the movement first. Or we did the movement, did we? Yes, we're on the shooting part now because we did all the moving. That's right, for the zombies and everything, you can see, because, yeah. So shooting now, first off, is him. the first part of the shooting phase, the sniper turned, and this time where Shelly rolled for him and got a number 2, which was the cop babe. She rolled, unfortunately, got hit once, but then when she rolled her resilience check, she was safe. For the shooting phase now, unfortunately, after the sniper went, she can't return the favor or anything because she has a double reload token. She can't do anything about it. She cannot shoot because she has a reload token, and Chainsaw Mac, he don't got a gun. So during the shooting phase, Chainsaw Mac has run, and you can run with Chainsaw Mac if you want. Is that what you're going to do? So with run, you can go 4 inches. So you're going to go backwards. Smart move. Oh! Yes, that's right, so you can be safe. I was going to say then you have to go out and pick it up, but you automatically picked up the gas can. I was screwing up the rules. And who made these rules, by the way?
You did.
Yeah, I know, that's why I screwed them up. Alright, so that is the shooting phase. The zombies just go... So now we're on to the melee phase. With the melee phase, she is just staying where she can't run. She don't have run anyhow. The survivalist has run. He moved 4 inches this way to try to get away from this horde. Remember, he's got the gas can. And she went, no matter where she goes, the vindictive mom, she's going to be attacked. Chainsaw Mac, you've seen here, they already went here already. So now we're on to the still melee phase for the zombies. Remember, they have Hunter. They can move within 4 inches. Up to 4 inches. So we'll pile and be back. Zombie melee, they moved in, now we're going to deal with the attacking. So first we'll do with the easiest one, which is Very Bad Babe. So remember, we're playing the attack the way it's supposed to be, the melee now, because no more house ruling that. So let's go and deal with the Very Bad Babe first. Cop Babe, I mean, not Very Bad Babe. That's the biker. Here we go. Bad Babe gets 3, 2 for the improvised weapon, and she gets a +1 to her melee. And Alpha Zombie gets 3. That's 3 combat. And there's only one of them, so we got to roll to see who goes what. So go ahead and roll yours, Shelly. I'm looking at mine yet. So you didn't, you hit me 3 times. Ooh. And I hit you 3 times. Yeah, I got a idea. I'm going to, I'm going to play that. So that is 3 hits. I'm just using that so I don't have to use the card. So this card is discarded. And that's 3 hits and 3 hits. So therefore, nobody is going to get hit because it balances out. Now what we could do if we wanted to, okay, so 3 and 3, I'd roll these 3 and Shelly, generally, but it's tied. It's 3 against 3. There's no difference. So therefore, nothing happens. Nobody gets pushed back, but they do go back an inch away from each other from their bases. Just like that. I think the best way to explain, because this here is a large combat that's going on, and we're just going to show an example right here. We're going off the example in the book too as well, but we change it according to reflect this game. So the first zombie, engage, so gets 1 for engagement and the base for 3. Now, the second zombie is going to get the 1 for engagement, the base for the 3, plus 1 extra one because of the assist. Then the third zombie is going to get 1 for engagement, getting 2 for the assist, and 3 for the base. And every time they're rolling this, again, Shelly's got to try to stop this attack.
Die.
Yeah, I think you're going to die, but we'll play it out and we'll be back and we'll find out exactly what happened. I'll explain exactly what happened because this got a little confusing if you're not sure about this. And Shelly, the example of this kind of melee is on what page in the rulebook?
Page 7.
Page 7, so you can check out that too as well. After all the calculation, everything were done, and Shelly ended up using some cards too as well to help her. Now, this is all the hits that got through to the vindictive mom. So mom may be toast because all it needs is 1 headshot. If we get 1 of these though, that means that she's slain. Or not slain, she's shocked and she's gonna lay down. Here goes. Ooh, Shelly.
I dead. I gotta die.
Do you have a wound on her still or she got him?
She dead.
Yeah. Vindictive mom is dead. And this is, we're just gonna do, oh, we don't have another zombie. I was gonna say we could place her to be replace her with another zombie, but she's just off the board. So if there's enough, I'll explain that later. So anyhow, that is it for the zombies attacking her, totally dead. And no other melee combat is going to ensue for the zombies or the heroes. And that means we're on to the
Told you we were gonna die.
initiative phase. Well, we're not dead yet because we don't.
Did.
Yeah, but luckily though, you weren't carrying anything, so you didn't drop it. So we're still in good hands because that's it. We're kind of done. And the initiative phase, not the initiative phase, the cleanup phase, you would do any shocked miniatures would stand up, but there's no shocked miniatures. If Very Bad Babe was shocked, she would get stand up, but it was or not the Very Bad Babe. If it was the Vindictive Mother, yes, loving Vindictive Mother, she would get shocked instead of slain if she didn't roll. If Shelly the zombies didn't roll a lightning bolt, but because of that, she's dead. Because bit her in the head, dead. Zombie meat. And then we go to the round 6. And round 6, the zombies are going to escalate, which is going to be 6 here, 6 there, and so forth. But the thing is, though, Shelly, is that you have, Chainsaw Mac has a can of gas and the keys to get into the superstore. Our survivalist has a can of gas. So therefore, that means that we actually beat the game on round,
But
at the end of round 5.
I told you
one of you died, yes. So that's really interesting. I honestly didn't know how this was going to come about because of the simple fact is that this was just created for this video, this mission. It's a homegrown mission, and also too as well is it's been such a long time since I played Project Z, and Shelly maybe played it once before. So I'm sure we screwed a lot of the rules up. We tried to catch as much as we could, and hopefully we caught them at round 3 for the melee thing, because I know we were doing that wrong, and I don't know how much more of a difference that would make in the game, but in either case, we know where we made mistakes, and if we missed anything, please comment down below and let us know what mistakes were made. Refer to a page number and timestamp the video so we know. Other than the melee issue from rounds 1 to 3, because I know we screwed that up. Other than that, I had fun playing it, I have to say, because number one, the mission was kind of intense. I didn't know if maybe I made it too hard, but it seemed like we were on the right path at round 3, and then when round 4 hit, all hell broke loose because of the escalation of the 6 zombies instead of 3. What did you think of this mission, Shelly? Before I answer that, I know you don't like playing board games, so just base it onto how much fun did you have?
About a 7.
Really? That much?
Sorry, okay, a 4.
No. It's usually you don't have fun playing games, but you actually had fun playing
The best part is getting off my kitchen table.
Yes, because
you've invaded my upstairs space.
Yeah, for a while.
2 weeks.
Yeah. This was set up on our kitchen table, well, dining room table for 2 weeks. And the reason why is because Shelly's appointments, and I kind of got a little bit of contract work that was going on here and there, so we had to put everything on hold when we were obviously like...
And then we forgot.
But we only forgot once. That was last night we forgot. Because we were going to shoot it last night to get the lighting to remain the same in that. But we forgot, but we did manage to finish it. Just a quick reminder too as well is that Warlord Games have re-released for a limited time the game, Project Z, and all the miniatures. Go to warlordgames.com, you can check them out. Warlord Games is not sponsoring us, it's just, I love this game, and I was so sad when I seen it out of circulation, and then when it came back I'm excited, and I definitely just want to get this game out there to everybody in the community to let them know how much fun this is. And obviously there's some things like scenery-wise and everything that is from different companies. You don't get these cars or the trucks into the Project Z, but just go to warlordgames.com and you can check out and see exactly what it is. Now, the last thing I want to mention here before we call it quits, and that is, first off, it is a survivor victory. Yay, thanks to me and Shelly. In here, I have stuff set up because I was aiming for us to try to get the second video was going to be inside the shopping center, because that's the whole point of this. They had to find gas cans and a set of keys to get in here quietly so they can go in and not disturb anybody that might be in there, if there's anybody in there. But obviously there's a sniper on the roof, so we don't know if there's people in there and he's just guarding, or he's the last one and the place is overthrown. We do not know. You would just have to wait and see the next episode. Which brings my point is, if you want to see the second part of this video played, because I made a two-part episode, but two-part game, but I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. But if you want to see what's involved in this second one, which is inside this grocery store, superstore, or whatever, comment below and let us know, and we'll certainly be playing that. I hope you had fun watching it. I had fun playing it. Shelly gave it a 7 out of 10, so she had some fun playing it. Are you just sad because you had to work with me as a team instead of after me to kill me?
Wow. Generally like to kill you off in the games, so. Yeah,
but we played a cooperative mission. Really fun playing, missions against each other, which you can do. So again, this game, 1-player game where you control both the zombies and the survivors. 2-player game where the zombies is mechanic, and then the survivors, whether it be the biker gang, the female survivors, male survivors, black ops teams, or whatever, go against each other, and plus have to deal with the zombies. Or you can play co-op like Shelly and I did. So there's many options and variations for this game. Again, WarlordGames.com. Go check them out, and it's because we just love them. So love their games. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. Be a maniac, play some games, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to keep up to date with Board Game Maniacs, click on the like and subscribe button to be notified when more videos come available. If you want to become an official sponsor of Board Game Maniacs, go to patreon.com/BoardGameManiacs. Or you can go to streamlabs.com/BoardGameManiacs1. That's right, and you can donate to help keep the lights on, keep food in our bellies, and play more games. We'll purchase more games, more equipment to make Board Game Maniacs evolve and get bigger and larger because of you, the viewers. I thank you from the bottom of my toes to the top of my head for all of your support. And until next time, Board Game Maniacs, be a maniac.